Hi everybody, and welcome to Photomikes Garage. An exciting day today because we have Jeep content for you. Everybody loves it. 2014 Jeep Wrangler Rubicon. I'm changing the gear oil today. It's something you should do every 40,000 miles or every 4 years. And in Canadian talk, that's 64,000 kilometers or 4 years. Anyway, it's not a hard job. I'm going to show you how to do it. I've never done it before, so I shouldn't really say it's not a hard job, but I'm going to do it and we're going to do it together. Here's everything you need to do the job. It's that simple. A container for the old fluid, the fluid, and this happens to be 80 weight 90 high pressure gear oil. Okay. You also need some positive traction additive. This is 4 ounces. And that is if you have a Rubicon which has locking differentials. If you have a locking differential, you've got to have a little bit of positive traction slip fluid in there. You got to get that. And this 3/8 ratchet, you don't need any sockets. The nose of the 3/8 will fit into the fill and drain plugs and hopefully take them off. Now you want your Jeep level, so I've raised up the rear end on this inclining driveway. You want your Jeep level raised up so you can get underneath there. Also, you want to put jack stands in for safety. I've still got to do that. Let's do that now. Welcome to the underside of my 2014 Jeep. A little bit of rust here and there, but don't worry, that's perfectly normal for Jeeps. They always rust. I'm not worried about that. Okay, so here is our rear differential. We're going to get rid of our fluid in here. This is our drain plug right here, and this is our fill plug. Take out the fill plug first to make sure that you can. That's not stuck in there, because if you drain all the fluid first and then you find out you can't take out your fill plug, you're going to be in a bit of a conundrum. Okay, so loosen this one off first, and then we're going to open up this guy and drain out this fluid. Okay, to loosen off this plug, all we need to do is put in our 3/8 into the hole. It will, yeah, there you go. And then we will do, oh, okay, that just about scared the life out of me. This jack stand just moved a little bit. I'm suddenly not so sure about these jack stands. Maybe I'll double jack stand it. Oh man, I can't stand these jack stands. That was a little scary. Always make sure you have quality jack stands. Okay, a little bit of a scare, but now I'm back underneath. Okay. Let's see if this will get loose here. Okay, it moved. That's on pretty tight. And when you take this out, you might have a little bit of fluid come out, depending on how full it is. Oh, that's not too full. Oh, a little bit coming out. Can you see that? That means it's pretty well right at where it should be. Okay. It's gonna come loose. Good. I was kind of worried there because it looks kind of rusty. Okay, and here we go. Looking for any chunky bits coming out. It looks pretty black. And of course the drain plug is magnetic, so you're gonna look for any chunks, and I can already see there's some stuff here. That could be bad news. Okay, we're gonna let this drain out. Okay. We do have a chunky piece. I mean, a little bit of a paste is okay, but this is a serious piece. This is serious. That is like a dowel, or that is a serious piece of metal that has come off. The rest of it is all the fine stuff you get. Comment below what you think this is. It's round like a dowel pin or something. And yeah, should I be worried? I don't know. Oh, and I forgot to mention, of course, that this being a Rubicon, it has Dana 44 axles front and back, limited slip, so limited slip additive. But if you have a regular Sahara or other Jeep, they won't have a limited slip, so you don't need that special additive. And you probably have a smaller differential in the front, like a Dana 35, which takes a little bit less capacity. So the capacity for the Dana 44s, which I have, is like about 1.5 quarts for the front and 2.25 quarts for the back. Also forgot to mention, to get the fluid in the differential, you're going to need some sort of pump of some sort. So I've got this, and that's going to work just fine. Well, it's been 15 minutes. You can see it's still draining. I guess if I had warmed up the axles with a drive, it would have gone out faster. As it is, it's all pretty cold in there, so I'm going to have to just wait. Maybe I'll watch an episode of I Love Lucy while I'm waiting. All right, I hope that you actually are watching the whole video, because I just learned after doing more reading on the interwebs that actually if you have a Rubicon, you don't need any anti-slip additive at all, because it's an electronic locking diff. Anyway, it's a little bit confusing, but if you have a Rubicon, you don't need the anti-slip. Okay, we're basically all drained out, so let's put our drain plug back in. Okay, drain plug is in and torqued, which is around 25 foot-pounds, so you don't have to really wail on it, just wail a little bit, okay? So now, let's pump some fluid into the differential. Okay, first injection of differential fluid is going in. In we go. Let's pump it up. We're going to keep going until we see the fluid come out of the fill hole, and that will tell us that we've got enough in there. Why is it that no matter what you do, you always spill oil on the driveway? Okay, so it's been filled. About 2 1/4 quarts of gear oil went in. I've got the fill plug torqued in. There's no leaks right now. This job is done. This Dana 44 has been filled, serviced. It's good for another 40,000 miles. Now the front is the same as the rear, except the capacity is lower, smaller. The fill plug's in the same position. Drain plugs in roughly the same position. So the procedures used here, you use them in the front and your job will be done. All right, there you go. So it wasn't so hard after all. That's how you do the maintenance on your Jeep. Every 40,000 miles, change the diff gear oil in front and back. And it wasn't too hard. It was pretty easy. Everything went smooth, except for finding this chunk of metal. Other than that, everything is smooth. Anyway, thanks for watching Photomikes Garage. I will see you next time.